up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Hickson, and I spent 5 years working my way up to the top of an MLM before realizing they're just not all that they're cracked up to be. My goal with this channel is to rescue some Huns, prevent some Huns from becoming Huns, and to also give those a voice who have left the Hun bot industry like myself. So you guys, today's video has me absolutely mind blown. If I had sat down and ran these numbers while I was within my MLM, I probably would have quit a whole lot sooner. So if you know someone in an MLM and you're wondering like, I wonder if they're really making that amount of money, or you're thinking about joining an MLM and you're like, I wonder if I could actually make that amount of money, definitely keep watching because I'm gonna break it all down for you. And we're going to have to ignore this little guy that's happening here because I just got back from the gym and my little baby hands tore today. So we're gonna just ignore that, act like it's not there, and get on with the show. But first, of course, make sure you don't forget to like this video if you like this type of content, hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell if you'd like to be notified every time that I post. And if you wish, follow me on all social media platforms at the Jessica Hickson.
It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling, and when you move.
Today's small business shout out goes to Bloom Marketing Consulting. Victoria started Bloom Marketing Consulting when she was miserable and burnt out from her 9-to-5 and wanted a way to stay home with her kids while also making an income. I feel like this is like a recurring theme, and I'm so glad that these people chose to go this route instead of the MLM route. So first of all, good on you. So Bloom Marketing Consulting offers services for social media management and also brand strategy and customized marketing. So for social media, she does posting and scheduling for Instagram and Facebook. She manages different accounts, creates and designs ads for those accounts. On other platforms like YouTube and such, she'll do like moderating comments, answering messages and inquiries about your product or service, engage with your audience, and then she also helps brands find their unique message that they'd like to share, drive new business and attract new customers, and leave a lasting impact on people. She does this through market analysis, brand audits, branding consolidation, customized marketing plans, and personalized brand strategies. I know that's kind of a lot to take in, but I think it's an awesome resource for any small business that's looking to take their business to the next level. So you can check her out at www.bloommarketingconsulting.com, and you can also find her on Facebook at Bloom Marketing Consulting. And as always, I will definitely leave all of her links in the description below so you guys can check her out if you want to. And let's get back to the video. All right, you guys, so here's how I came about this. So this past weekend, I went to Colorado for my sister-in-law's bachelorette party, which meant I had like a 3-hour flight to do absolutely nothing. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna go through my pictures, and as you guys know from some of my previous videos, I have a lot of pictures in my phone, mostly from when I was in my MLM, but I have almost 117,000 photos in my phone, right? So I was gonna go through and just kind of delete ones that I didn't need or I didn't want or no longer served me or whatever. But as I was doing that, I realized from the years of like 2015, 16 to 2019, I had so many screenshots, and I was like, these all have to do with my MLM. So I started going through and just saving them all to a folder. And then on my flight home, I started going through the folder and just like reading all these screenshots. And it just got me thinking. There were like screenshots of when I bought my ticket to our annual conference, when I bought the hotel room for the annual conference, just different screenshots of different things. And it got me thinking about all of the expenses that come along with being in an MLM that people aren't really talking about. And so I wanted to break it down for you guys, and I broke it down earlier, and let me tell you, like, I'm almost embarrassed that I didn't do this sooner. Like, I truly feel like I would have quit so much sooner if I had done these numbers and actually like wrote them all out and to see how much I was actually making. But anyways, I feel like within MLMs, if you're making like a couple $100s a month, most people feel like, oh, I'm making out okay. I'm not upside down. You know, all I wanted was a couple $100s a month. This is fine, right? But after running these numbers, yes, let's just go to it and you'll just see that it's not fine. So first I'm gonna start off by talking about the required fees. So if you ask someone within an MLM, they're gonna tell you that nothing is required and that you can be successful without these fees. However, I'm here to tell you, I was doing it for 5 years. It's not possible to be successful without most of these fees. So the first expense that comes along with an MLM is buying your startup kit. I don't know any MLMs that don't require buying a startup kit in order to get started. There may be some out there, so don't quote me on that. However, with my company that I was within, it was $99 to buy your startup kit. That's not including shipping and tax. I don't feel like doing the math, but it was somewhere around like $108-ish. So there's that. Next is the monthly website fee. They don't tell you about this straight up because it's not required. However, it's virtually impossible to ever be successful in any way, shape, or form without this website fee. It is where you go to your back office to sign people up, to make orders, to check out the compensation plan, like product info, change your auto shipment. Everything happens within this back office, and you have to pay the $20 in order to have access to the back office. So it's required. With tax, like I said, don't feel like doing the math, but I want to say it's like somewhere like $21.08. For some reason, that's like sticking in my head. I feel like I've seen it on my bank account or something, but around $21.08. So we've got $108-ish for the startup kit, $21.08 for the website fee, and then we've also got a yearly fee. So at your 1-year anniversary, you have the option to renew, and it's $35 to renew for the year. Okay, next we've got our monthly required auto shipment. They're going to say it's not required because technically you can enroll customers to get to 150 business volume in order to be commission qualified. However, you won't rank up if you're keeping your customers to yourself. So it was auto ship is law to run your ADBV auto shipment every single month. That was give or take around $120 every month. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 108 from the startup kit plus 2108 times 12 because the website fee is monthly. So 2108 times 12 is $252.96 plus your $35 yearly fee plus give or take $120 ADBV auto ship every month. So 120 times 12 is $1,440 on just auto shipments, on just products. So all in all, for those required fees for the year equals about $1,835.96. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but I'm gonna insert any screenshots that I have here so you guys are able to kind of see firsthand what it looks like and know that I'm not just like pulling this stuff out of my butt. But now we're gonna move on to the events. As you guys know, the events are highly encouraged, and this is because this is where, in my opinion, my personal opinion, my opinion only, not fact, this is where most of like the brainwashing happens and like the cult-like behavior. People come and they fill you with positivity and they're jumping up and down and they're excited and they're having fun and they're crying and they're laughing. This is where people give their like rags to riches stories, so people relate to it and feel like they can do that too or whatever. So they're highly encouraged because they're highly effective. So the main event that happens every year is their annual conference. They have a different name for it every year. But the very first year I was in, it was $329 to buy a ticket to go. I think it's cheaper now, so anywhere from like $200 to $329 I would say is how much the annual conference costs. So we're just going to take an average and we're going to say $264.50. So $264.50 just to buy the ticket to go to conference. The flight to get there is around $343. That's how much my ticket was to get there. And then we have the hotel. Since this event was in downtown Tampa, the hotel rooms were very expensive, and since there was an event going on, I feel like they jack up the prices because there's an event going on. So my hotel room that year was $386.50 a night plus a 7% city tax plus a 5% occupancy tax per night. So that equaled out to be about $434 per night for 3 nights. And I'm going to be very generous in these estimations because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm like blowing this out of proportion and making it seem worse than it is. So just for the sake of this video, 434 times 3 is $1,302 for 3 nights, right? I'm going to say we're going to divide that by 4 because 4 can sleep in a room. So your actual expense for the hotel room would be $325.50. Of course, since you'll be spending 4 days away from home, you're obviously going to have to pay for your food and drinks. So what I budgeted out for this was $30 a day for food, which I also feel is very generous, especially because you're going to have to be eating out every meal in downtown Tampa. So I did $30 a day for food and $20 a day for drinks because you obviously have adult beverages when you're away on these type of events. So that equals out to be $120 for food and $80 for drinks. So just for the annual conference, we have $264.50 for the ticket, $343 for the flight, $325.50 for the hotel, and $200 for food and drinks. Okay, that equals out to about $1,133 just for the annual conference. So the next event we're going to talk about is what my company called Green Carpet. So Green Carpet was just like a mini conference basically. In my opinion, they just had to have like different reasons to be able to bring everyone together to make sure that everyone stayed plugged in and brainwashed, if you will. But I don't exactly remember how much these events were. I did find a screenshot from a previous green carpet, but I feel like the prices have fluctuated. So I'm gonna say they're anywhere between $50 and $100. So we're just gonna meet right in the middle and say $75 for a ticket to one of these events. One year for these events, they did like a green carpet tour where they did different cities for the green carpet. I went to one that was in Bradenton, so I'm just gonna say that my flight is gonna be about the same as it would be for conference because it's around the same area in Florida. So we're gonna say $343 for a flight to green carpet. I couldn't find a screenshot of my hotel room from green carpet, but I'm just gonna be generous here and say around $250 a night. For 2 nights would be $500, and we're gonna divide it by 3 just to be generous, like I said. If you have some teammates that come with you or whatever, 3 girls to a room. Sure, not as many people go to green carpet. That's why I only did 3 instead of 4 this time. But 500 divided by 3 would be $166.60. It was 66 cents, but I felt really weird about that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say 67. So $166.67. And then obviously your food and drink as well, which I budgeted out the same amount, $30 a day for food, $20 a day for drinks, which equals about $150. So we've got $75 for your green carpet ticket, $343 for your flight, not including like an Uber to get from the airport to your hotel or anything like that. I'm not even taking any of that into account because I'm nice. But $75 ticket, $343 flight, $166.67 for your hotel room, $150 for food and drink equals about $734.67 for green carpet. And then the last event, I say last event with quotations because there were obviously like leadership retreats, and there was like the It Works cruise that I qualified for that you still had to pay for your flight there, and like your hotel room the day before and the day you get back and whatever. I'm not including those because like I said, I'm very generous, you know, but the last like actual event that they're hosting was called One Team, One Mission. And these were basically like little pop-up events at like a city near you. So this was an event where you could either just come as a distributor, or as a distributor, you could bring potentials so they could see the vision and see what the opportunity was all about or whatever. So one of these events is actually one of the first events that I ever went to with the company. So my first One Team, One Mission was in Nashville. So it was about like a 6-hour drive from where I was currently living at the time. So for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna say we're just gonna take gas into account since we don't have to fly, since it's at a city near us, okay? So gas, I'm gonna budget out about $100. I don't remember how much a ticket for the One Team, One Missions were, but I'm just gonna go with like $25 just for the sake of this video. And like I said, that's generous. I'm not really sure. I feel like it might have been like 50, but I'm not sure. We're gonna say 25 just for this video. So $25 for a ticket, $100 for gas. Hotel, depending on the city that you're in, we're gonna say like $150 a night. As I mentioned, my first One Team, One Mission was in Nashville, and I'm willing to bet it was probably more than $150 a night, but we'll go with it. So $150 a night times 2 nights, because this was typically just a 1-day event. So most people would just like make a weekend out of it, like go up on a Friday, stay the night, do this One Team, One Mission on Saturday, and then stay the night, leave on Sunday kind of thing. So $300 total for the hotel room. We'll say that you got another teammate to go with you, so divide that by 2. I don't know why I even had to do the math there, but $150 for the hotel room. And then obviously we've got the food and drinks, budgeted out $30 a day for food, $20 a day for drinks, which makes $150 for food and drinks. So a $25 ticket, $100 in gas, $150 for the hotel room, and $150 for food and drink, brings a total to $425 for a One Team, One Mission. Next, we're gonna talk about attire. So obviously if you're going to all of these events, you're gonna need all of your It Works gear, right? So I'm gonna put up a screenshot here of one of my orders that I made with my It Works gear. And of course, it's not required. So this isn't like a required expense that you have to do if you're within these companies. However, it's highly, highly encouraged to wear your company's attire so that people ask you questions. And also, in my opinion, you might look a little silly if you're at one of these conferences and you're not wearing any of their attire, you know? So I personally bought the attire, and it was very tacky, and I regret every decision I made with that attire. but we won't talk about that. I bought the Attire and it added up to $294. I would say the average person probably spends about $200 a year on the Attire. Some more, some less. Like some people at the conferences will go and drop like $500 to $1,000 just on the Attire. That was not me. I didn't have the money to do that. But we'll say on average, because I'm nice, $200 a year for Attire. The next expense we're going to take into account is buying your rank, maintaining your rank, buying into a promotion, buying into a bonus, which is illegal. So of course we did not do that. We obviously only bought product that we needed to keep on hand. In case we had like an event or like we wanted to use the product or like sell it or whatever, you know. However, I found this screenshot in my phone of my upline telling me how much someone in my downline told her that they were willing to put into their promotion. And she said that this person was willing to put in $4,000 into their promotion. Mind you, this person's paycheck would not have even been $4,000. So that's the sad part, is people are like chasing ranks so hard and they want the title so much that they're willing to put in more than their paycheck will even be. But we'll talk about that at a later date. But I found this screenshot and I was just like, what? Like, why didn't we think that was weird? Like, she was willing to put in $4,000 for a promotion that she wouldn't even have gotten $4,000 paycheck. Anyways, so I would say that on any given month that you're gonna buy into your promotion or maintaining your rank, you're gonna be putting in around 400 to, I guess, like 4,000. I would say 4,000 is on the very high end, maybe for a VIP promotion, maybe. So possibly if someone was going for like a VIP rank, they would buy product in order to invest in their business that they can like sell on hand, because we definitely don't buy bonuses. Yeah, so like $400 to $4,000, but we're just gonna average it and say like $10,000 for the year, just to be safe, okay? So $10,000 for the year put into your business to invest in your business and not buy your ranks and not buy bonuses. Okay, we've got that figured out. And some things that I haven't taken into account yet in this video are things like when you reach leadership positions, you have like leadership gifts, team incentives. So like when your team reaches a certain promotion or whatever, sending them little things just to let them know that you appreciate them and whatever. These type of things are not taken into account in this video, so keep that in mind as well. But the last thing we have to take into account is taxes. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna say that this imaginary person that has this paycheck is the rank of diamond, which It Works claims is the license to print money. This is the rank where you reach it and you have unlimited earning opportunities, right? So the average income based on the It Works income disclosure statement for a diamond is $2,009 a month, which very few people ever made the average of any rank, but in my opinion. So $2,009 a month average is the start of like a leadership level within It Works. This is when you unlock the rest of the compensation plan. You get extra percentages on the people underneath of you and whatever. So $2,009 a month equals out to about $24,108 a year before taxes, okay? So I was looking up how much people are supposed to put back for taxes just to like be prepared, because obviously I did not put back for taxes. So I obviously like was not prepared, so I wasn't sure what people were supposed to put back. And it said anywhere from like 30 to 35% of your income is what you want to set back for taxes. And obviously I'm not taking into account any like business deductions or anything like that, but it is recommended that you put back 30 to 35% of your income for taxes. So for the sake of this video, because I'm nice, I'm going to just say 30% is what we're going to take out and put back for taxes. So after taxes, that brings your total yearly income as a diamond rank within the company of It Works to $16,875.60. Okay, so then we're gonna go back through and we're gonna add up all of our expenses. So we've got $108 for the startup kit. We've got $252.96 for the monthly website fee, $35 for the yearly fee, $1,440 for the monthly auto ship. And keep in mind, if your husband is enrolled, which is also very highly encouraged, all of these numbers will be doubled. $1,133 for total expenses at the annual conference, $734.67 for total expenses at green carpet, $425 for total expenses at One Team One Mission events, about $200 on attire. We'll say $10,000 a year on maintaining your rank, buying into your rank, which equals out to $14,328.63. So if we take our yearly income after taxes, $16,875.60, minus the money that is going out, which we just mentioned is $14,328.63, you get a total yearly income of $2,546.97 divided by 12, which would be $212.25 per month. Whew! Ouch! When I finally did this math and like really broke it down, I'm not gonna lie, it stung a little. Like looking at these numbers and seeing all of the money that was going out, it's like virtually impossible to make a full-time income within an MLM after looking at these numbers. Like I know someone like making $2,000 a month, it feels like, wow, I'm making $2,000 extra a month. Like cool, can't beat that. But then you like really think about it and like lay out all the numbers and it is just, it's mind blowing to me. Let me know in the comments below if this is like as mind blowing to you guys as it is for me. If you have a friend that's in an MLM claiming that they're making all this money, send them this video so that they can see the breakdown of how much money they're actually making. And if you're within an MLM or you're contemplating joining an MLM, please know that I was very, very generous in these numbers and there are more expenses that I didn't even mention. So please keep that in mind. Is it worth it for $212.25 a month? Also, let me mention that the percentage of people who are actually at that rank is 1.49%. So you have a less than 2% chance of even getting to that rank, which I would argue, given the numbers I just did, any rank below diamond, you're gonna be upside down. Even if it doesn't seem like it because you're bringing in money monthly, you're gonna be upside down given all the expenses that come with an MLM and the actual money that you're bringing in. So your chances of actually getting to this diamond rank are very, very slim. And even if you do, you're gonna be making around $212.25 per month after expenses. Eee! Anyways, you guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys found this video as mind-blowing as I did. Like I said, I was a little taken back by the actual numbers when I laid them out and slightly embarrassed. If you guys missed my channel updates video, my merch is now on demand. And I also got a PO box that many of you guys have been asking for. So I will link both of those in the description. I guess I will put my PO box in the description. I can't link a PO box, but you know what I meant. Description of my merch is gonna be in the description. Link for my merch is going to be the description below, and I will also put my PO box down there. And I also have some really fun videos coming up of like me responding or reacting to some It Works leaders who just take things a little bit too far, and also all of the screenshots I found in my phone while I was sitting on my flight. I'm going to do a little reaction video to some of those because they're highly entertaining, to say the very least. But yeah, tune in on Thursday for a new video, and I will see you then. Bye!